here with Kalista as well. A lot of CC coming out of EDG, and that brawl comp is already set up for success.
And it's so surprising. Rel has the third high for the fact that he needs to catch the wave, but I'm wondering if they're going to commit to these lanes, right? If they're going to commit to trying to have favorable matchups.
Leads the teleport coming through. Well, meanwhile, on the bottom lane, Mako set up to engage onto Gala. No 6 here, Lyric, so Gala's in a lot of trouble. Knows that he's going to die here. First blood going to get given over to JJ, while Viper moves down to half health.
Really nice gank coming out. Ooh, so it turns out that Scout looked for a big play himself throughout the Emperor's Divide. Xiao looks like he's going down.
He flashes away, goes into Fog of War. Is he saved? Gets the auto as he goes down too. A 1-for-1 trade in the top lane, and Wei wants to kill Flandre. No Meganar trying to build up the bar, but Wei literally spins the horse wheel and picks up a better trade.
And that hop is on an extremely long cooldown, so no way of Flandre to drag that out and be able to get out of there. It is neutral / getting pushed in against both champions, so it actually doesn't change too much. As
Wei on Sword of Shadows, onto Viper, not 6 yet, body slam at max range. Viper 1 tick away, he burns to the red buff of Wei. Mako squishy enough at this point in the game as well, as Ming's tanking up for the boys. The W wasn't enough, but at the end of the day, you get 2 for the prize. Gears a little bit as well.
Flandre doesn't have flash, is in a really bad spot.
Oh my god. Ming's roam sets up to kill Flandre. Xiaohu's damage is still huge. Tristana now on 2 kills. Xiaohu set up. Ryan without the ultimate in hand. The flash available if need be. Ragnarok there for JJ. The steal, will it come in? Emperor's Divide, but no, secured by Wei. Scout now in a horrible position. He's knocked back into the wall. Can't shift out of there. Explosive Caster set it up, and RNG actually still okay until Wei drops down thanks to Ragnarok. Big shutdown going to JJ.
So he might play Tristana the same way, or if he's going to look to just push and roam and look to siege down the mid lane with Victor.
Might be set up by Wei here in the meanwhile. This pressure is just coming off Tristana alone. Herald's still in hand. Xiao's just going to take first turret blood. And remember in the interview, Flandre is like, towards the bottom, where they have a bit more pressure, where they have Azir in the lane. Lyric, Wei's covered up. Like, what do? On Sword of Shadows, good night. Flandre dead again.
I wonder if... Oh, okay, they don't have the wave. If they do drop Herald here, they might be able to get an inhibitor turret.
True. The tempo to come through. Herald not going to be placed for now. There is a demolish on this Tristana as well. Xiaohu will push this pretty damn fast as he auto clears the wave.
Hysterics, you also just answered my question of, I wonder if this will be like push move, siege Tristana, or split push. Now that we know he has demolish, I think he's probably going to continue to go for the side lane. You guys in chat know, let us know, but they're getting the spot lane turret. RNG are completely taking over this game. And when we highlighted, hey, you are Tristana, you're Victor, you're Zion.
Going down meant that turret plating still existent. Went over to the bottom lane as again Xiaohu, oh my god, flashes for the auto, takes it down. A solo
backline threat from EDG, and Flandre.
It's just out of control. Xiaohu doesn't care that there's a rel off the side, hits another turret, and let me just tell you one thing. This feels like an Invictus gaming game when the Shy was big. As teleport's coming in and Kryant might not care. Into the stun. Viper dodges away, but he's slowed down. And Kryant gets a solo kill. Xiaohu TP just to help him on.
Oh, that's not stopping Hysterics. Ming's going in.
Is this game over before we get to 15 minutes? A lot of our audience thinks so. Great explosive cast. The Magnet Storm used to try and get out, but there's no way, literally, for RNG's jump. Over games, and the rest of the map was doing well or doing okay in their counterparts. This does feel like an IG level of aggression game where, so far, Xiaohu has controlled the pace of the map, and because of it, RNG now taking things like Dragon, getting their vision line up as well, and pretty much controlling the whole of map.
RNG are very interesting, JJ, but RNG know that EDG have conceded the top side, so they should all be bot lane. So it's going to be about doing the Herald and then transitioning into this mid lane play that we're seeing now.
Xiaohu's going to take this so damn quick. Look at the explosive charge, and Taran's gone. If Xiaohu fails, explosive cast. Oh, it's flashed away from. Teleport coming in as well. Gravity Field on top of Flandre, who is nowhere near the Mega Bar. We have to watch Xiaohu, who's mid. Remember, this is all the damage, or at least the major portion of it, as RNG almost found a pick onto EDG.
I mean, he has a full item over his own AD carry.
Got an Infinity Edge, and Flandre caught on out. Attract and Repel not going to do too much as Mako goes in, but nothing can hit Xiaohu. He rocket jumps Feared in the back line coming through from Wei. Viper kiting himself back, and even a bit of a front line. Xiaohu just runs into the turret and dies. It's a trade-off killing Mako, but a funny interaction nevertheless.
Walks forward and just gets
flashes forward.
Oh, flashed, I'm sorry. And gets absolutely obliterated.
Oh okay.
More solo kills.
And hey, you mentioned a Baron play. How quickly is this going to go down, Lyric? Because Mako's dead again for the 4th time this game. Baron might be theirs.
And the thing is, now you don't even have to make a risky play, right? You got the kill. You don't need to do any gambles that I just talked about. This is free. Resets are going to come back out. We're going to get on the map deal and inner turret there, but JJ might be dead before anything happens.
We'll see. I think he's just okay to walk this one out. Ming joins in as well to do zone control while the Dragon goes down. Baron here. Herald about to time out, so watch for Wei to place it down. EDG grouping up while Gala's actually not here. So it is a 5v4 if anything goes wrong, but the wave is quickly cleared out and still waiting for that Herald that's got about 10 seconds before it times out.
This goes back to that wave control we talked about with RNG.
Shalina.
They are trying to coordinate their waves crashing at the same time, so EDG is spread thin.
Oh, JJ knocked into the wall. Level differential here from Wei and the enemy jungler, but gets poked on out, runs away. Shalina gets the charge. And here into the inhibitor turret. This is coming up next with Ming and Gala off on the side, but Xiaohu's just poking down. Herald gets a charge, and for EDG just using Scout's wave clear to stay safe.
And this definitely should be their turret when the next wave comes in. It's actually about to come up. They're going to get it right now because this is what we were talking about with RNG, coordinating these waves crashing in. Maybe not this one, but the waves before. You are pulling EDG apart, you're spreading their forces thin, and you're taking advantage of more avenues to attack EDG's base.
And every time you try and defend one of these minion waves, Xiaohu walks up in one wave and then Gala moves to another, as you can see on the inhibitor. This range is being built up and EDG just has to accept this inhibitor is not theirs anymore. As it drops on down, RNG move to mid, and once again the push continues. And Wei into the back line, onto Jeje immediately, but just disappears while they're onto, I think it's Crying here who's been caught on out, but Flandre into the mini-nar, gets bopped, destroyed, explosive cast. Xiaohu jumps on into the fight. EDG okay with the numbers, but remember Tristana exists. Reset City, rocket jump number 2 into Mako. He'll die. It's another reset at the ready. A double kill goes over, and RNG are ready to end this one in 24 minutes.
And what a statement game coming out from RNG. Fast play style enables Xiaohu and completely dominating this game.
This was all about Tristana top. Xiaohu jumps over for another session with the jungler. Jeje at half, and you can just see that Xiaohu dominated the hell out of EDG.
And the draft flexibility, what definitely fits that, but baiting us at the last second, and actually they are going to go into RNG's strength of playing out this topside matchup. Surprising. You know, this is exactly what we expected, right? Scout is the one who's able to hover towards top around mid. We saw that Wei was scouted out by a ward, but
flash body slam. Wei's coming in. Flandre knocked back. He flashes. Is it enough? Barrel roll needed as Wei is still continuing the dive. He swirls around for one, and first blood goes
from him. This is why he was so touted on E-Star in 2020 spring, and why we were so torn in summer, where it's like, hey, Xiaohu and Crying are both top-tier mid laners in the LPL. How do you pick which one starts? I love to play in 2021. Start both of them.
Yeah, that's right. You know, do we have a top laner? Well, we don't really need one. As Xiaohu body slam goes through, actually holds onto it. Excuse me, I was wrong. As Flandre now in low health bar. Jungler's trying to get involved. Xiaohu on the wrong side of the map, but might not care. Waiting for cooldowns to come back again. Barrel roll for Flandre. He walks into it. Body slam for the disengage, but the Phoenix AoE does the job. Now for Wei, even here with 2 kills to 1. As Jungler's coming in, no steal available. Running after the bear. The flash slap right into Wei's face and actually into his booty on the horse. He's getting beaten down with a 2-level disadvantage. The bear comes in once again, and it's a solo kill over to Jin.
It's not only going to be a solo kill, but they're going to turn it into first Drake for the side of EDG. And this game is much closer when RNG they can get that vision mid. JJ now finally going to drop that Rift Herald. Going to look for the dive.
Oh my god, Keb take. He's in big as Gala sends out the feathers to fly. JJ walks to the left to dodge away. Graviton with the Moonlight Vigil won't connect. Death Sentence between the two as well. Great Blade Caller coming in. And now for RNG, they want to turn the play. Teleport to fly through the river. And look at this Lyric, Crying even on the back end as well. Turret will go down, but will EDG get out alive with Ming and a 2-man knock up. The quickness burn. Viper up against Gala in the face. healed up with Severum. The Blade Caller not good this time, as Way just needs to kill this AD carry. Meanwhile, Flandre sent backwards. It's a messy one, but RNG do the job and do it well.
Beautiful punish.
Heating up and in the bottom lane, the brawl doesn't go to EDG. RNG
once again, and Aphelios has no flash. So I guess
as Empress Divide used. Hang on, Flandre could just be solo killed. Crine doesn't care that Scout's here. He actually has to flash away explosive cast. Thought he had the kill. Way to finish it off. He has the onslaught of shadows. Flandre knows, so backs away for the Ocean Dragon.
And to be fair, Six, it feels like we've had a flash burnt every minute or two, so we are seeing the action. RNG still going.
Hey, we're right. Ming's flashed immediately in. Viper gets on out. He has a crescendo set up away. The onslaught of shadows is a three-man fear with the flank from Xiaohu. Viper gets past until the explosive cast. The Blade Caller reaches true. And I should correct myself. I guess it's not a team fight if Flandre's not there, right? Still sitting in the bottom lane. RNG act quickly, pick up the Ocean.
He's enabled a little bit by the Seraphine, but ultimately RNG have ways to jump on your damage dealers, and they're going to take advantage of it every time.
You'd have to use everything just to get out of there now with no timers up, but RNG, have they found another pick? Yes, they have. Mako the target, and you know what? It's okay now because RNG are going to try
no Empress Divide. Kala has no flash for whatever reason. And yeah, so I guess not feeling confident.
They got nothing for it. They gave up the Dragon priority. They still haven't picked up a turret. And EDG just go mid and send Viper to do the bidding.
Oh, though, is Jeju going to get caught out? Actually, Jeju's going to be the one catching people out.
He doesn't care. He's an Udi. He'll run around it. Crine still hasn't joined in the fight. EDG go back into River. And this has been really weird macro, right? Like this, we've been shifting gears a lot.
It's definitely been more chaotic. It's like more chaotic but more controlled. I feel,
That's it, land. That's onto Xiaohu. Ming goes in for the explosive cast. Box lays down. Gala ults the wrong way. Death sentence was short, but he gets encored. And when you get sung at, you want to go towards it. There's Way now in the middle, and RNG walk to their death. Crine, Emperor's Divide, Flandre.
But EDG have just opened up this game. They find the 3 picks necessary. They get Baron. They're going to get a ton of gold from the
RNG under this umbrella.
And it's all up to Flandre throwing out that poke. Scout as well is going to be able to deal quite a bit of damage. They should be able to get this one. I wonder if RNG are going to look for the engage. Way is posturing.
Locket Shield was actually just used there by Ming. The 0-6 Rakan trying to absorb some damage, but EDG forced them away. Inner turret going to drop down here in the Baron play.
I feel like champions and like their builds and how they scale definitely out. Just be able to burn this.
Remember that Way is 3 levels down. If he gets a steal, he's going to do it with a miracle. Going to 2K, they're going to risk it. Into the onslaught, doesn't take it. It's secured by Mako of all people. The mid lane turret, which is still up. Out of turret at 33 minutes is not a good sign as Graviton hits down. An encore to fly through. Do you want more? Gala going forward in the Uzi way. The Blade Caller reaches in. Ming is dead immediately. Cleanse burn from the 80 carry. He's shock blasted to hell. Chilling smite down. And EDG want to take this to distance as they clean out RNG by the 3.
And they don't even need to look for the Drake Hysterics. They just get to push forward. Crine gonna go down.
It's a flash from Flandre, brother. Empress sent on out, but all Emperors must on die as Way just goes to his death. He's autoed, he dodges, but he's smited down for the successful kill. And with the ace down, EDG are ready to take us the distance.
And both teams showing us their stylistic differences, where they're strong. Team fighting for EDG this game, side laning for RNG in game 1. Now it's a showdown of which one will reign supreme in game 3.
From game 1, emphasis on the bottom lane. Viper on Kalista again. They're going to try the Rel once again here to try and get EDG with some priority.
Yeah, actually.
But look at where Flandre is. He's left top. I think he backed, and he's just moving straight in. Crine, is he aware that there's a fat man over the wall? Well, now he is. The Emperor divides.
He knows he doesn't win that 1v1 anyways. Like, I can't find an advantage here. How can I use my tempo and my time to get an advantage for my team?
You know the LPL best.
Yeah, we have package on Crine. He can look for a big engage here. Ming also has the ultimate.
Big one's getting thrown out left, right, and center. That's a good phosphorus bomb, but that's the 3rd big one that's actually thrown out from Crine. He's stacking another. Package lines up the river. And the Doggo Corki actually separates him. That's a flash onto Flandre. There's a lilting lullaby. RNG 5 versus 1. The man's dead. Fate's Call used Mako with a great ulti. Sets up Jer, and somehow EDG with a numbers disadvantage are winning the fight. 4 versus 3 RNG are losing it all as they re-engage. Mako sets it up again. Xiaohu left on an island. It's all gone so terribly wrong for RNG as Mako disengages on top of the Gnar, and EDG. Yeah, half health, but they know that he's here, so you're right. It is going to be the trade-off. First turret blood goes down to the Herald team, but remember, EDG consider a lot of the time seeing the trade that it's just going to be the 1-for-1, but there's Demolish on this Gnar. Really nicely done from RNG. Inner goes down at 11 minutes in the game. There's the little bit.
Have this lead, which they've gotten through team fighting. The strengths of both teams on full display so far.
And you see that, you know, KaiSser in these early items always going to be more impactful than someone like a Tristana, especially with a Rel by her side. Viper also gets solo turret gold too, so while Wei and Ming are shadowing this top lane.
Yeah, so talking about tempo, EDG were actually the team who were able to get tempo in that scenario through the mid push. We know both teams hit their bot lanes. EDG had the stronger bot lane. They hover towards top side. They try to threaten a dive onto Cryin. Cryin is smart, respects it, and pieces out, but still it opens up the Rift Herald for EDG. If they do want to save that, which they definitely could, there's only one place they can use it anyway, which is mid. You just wait for Dragon.
Bit of poke starting to come out, the swell seeds to get the lilting lullaby. Xiaohu about to go mega as Ming gets pulled on in. Remember, package still there. Xiaohu about to evolve, but Jeje turns his attention. Xiaohu about to jump on up, but only ults Jeje for the one the Onslaught of Shadows used. The package lines up defensively. Xiaohu over the wall, the Magnet Storm used, and EDG are getting dangerously low. It's Gala with resets. They've pulled them apart. Viper isolated, sent back with the Buster shot. He'll do some damage, but not enough to give EDG this dragon.
Hysterics, I honestly can't believe EDG lost that fight. We saw so many tools from RNG either used defensively or what. The rest of the damage dealers just burning down EDG.
And now we're back. We're doing this again as Xiaohu.
Oh my God!
Everyone goes into the wall, drop down. RNG blow this game wide open. The dragon was once, but Xiaohu does it again.
And this is why we've been talking about that can come out. There's no pressure you get through side lane. There's really no other way to force anything rather than hoping when RNG rotate over to
maybe threaten the Baron, but Dragon's already gone and RNG will be there quicker than that.
Hey, but this goes to show the discipline we talked about from EDG.
Against
right?
RNG.
And sadly, had Xiaohu not just popped... Ooh, goes in!
He's in again! He's in again! Scout, half health. Away he must go. Xiaohu goes into Mini Gnar, and he's just going to be destroyed, but the lilting lullaby puts everyone into a napping state. Scout disengaged ulti, trying to keep Gala from him, but the AD carry jumps on in, interrupted by Flandre, but Ming is the best friend. Scout on the backside, rather Cryin, excuse me, has already dealt with the leftovers. They've got so much DPS with just the 3 left remaining. Look at the death time as the teleport being committed. Flandre wants to run on in. It's dodged though. Flandre goes into the nothingness and he'll explode. Xiaohu comes in to help save the day if it was ever needed. And over the wall, Jeje, can he get the steal? It's low, but he took Ghost.
Of control that EDG have to pay attention to. They will be able to take this turret, and their siege in general is just amazing. You have Corki and Tristana both able to hit turret and throw down poke from far away. You have Wei who's able to throw out those seedlings as well. Always potential of an engage, and you need to be careful when Xiaohu is mega of any potential dives.
Lyric, it's like looking down 2 sides of the street at the same time. It can't be done. Then you realize you're standing in the middle of an intersection, and there's 2
to walk in from river or enter, and look at the top wave. This is the result of RNG's good wave.
Yeah.
If the deck is even,
God.
oh God. Oh
well, maybe
God,
it's EDG
beautiful.
who step into this. Who's in? Over the wall, Ming flashes in, gets the knock up. The Nautilus absorbing damage for now. RNG still without the core of their front as Xiaohu then evolves. Flandre disappears, and EDG now running away. A lot burned, but we can see RNG actually don't get everything they want.
Wei has done such a good job at finding these multi-man sleeps. It's so disappointing that RNG just weren't in a position to follow up. Oh,
JJ going in. Stride Breaker used. Hyper Swell Seed dodge. JJ's low, but they still engage. Maker flashes in for the Magnet Storm. Viper free hitting away. He returns in with the Fate's Call. That was almost a JJ kill thanks to Viper, but the timing worked out in the end. And now with these low health bars, it was already an RNG Baron. It feels like it sure is now.
And it didn't even matter that RNG weren't able to take advantage of their ultimates or like Xiao who got nothing because they still just have more damage, just out DPS and Kenji
he has
get
ult for the
steal.
steal. Way too late for that as well. Mako hit with the Swell Seed. They don't force the Lilting Lullaby. Wei has his ult once again. Scuttle secure, but does it cost everything? EDG now running for their lives as Xiaohu knocks him into the wall again. It is sleepy time once more, but are you really sleeping if you're dead? As Crine lines the package up to put himself in position. A close call as Viper gets into the thick of it. He'll come out of the GA, but into a real death. RNG took it all as expected, and now they'll run to the base.
And they're gonna completely ignore Dragon. They're just gonna push down. Looks like Xiaohu has a base, gonna TP in. But RNG are proving they are the best team in the LPL right now.
They'll run through this inhibitor turret, inhibitor next as well. Nothing stopping them. The death time is long. Scout has to watch and try for a miracle play, but the Emperor's Divide against Xiaohu means absolutely nothing. He flashes, he moves back to the fountain, and just like that, RNG, the best team for 2021 here in the LPL.